And we are live. Hello, and thanks for tuning in. This is the SuperBoss Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Harrison Ngo, and I'm joined by Ian Eatwell.
Hey.
And Luc Tran.
Hello, hello.
We talk about what's going on in nerd world, ranging from movies, comics, to video games. I can't talk today, as per usual. But if you're a new listener, we start by talking about what we've been up to lately, any cool news we've heard, right before we jump into our main topic for today, which is the PS5 conference price reveal. But that's for later. What's up with you guys, dudes? It's been a week. It's been a week.
One whole week.
A single week.
7 days.
I don't know how many hours.
My-
I was about to. I'm like hours. 24.
Quick math.
Ian, what have you been up to?
Yeah, Ian.
Shoot. What have I been up to?
What's happening in
Man, I've been playing a bucket ton of Magic the Gathering in the Arena.
Wait, what? And you haven't told me? I'm just kidding. I need to get on. I just need to get on. Don't worry.
Yeah, you need to get on, and you need to tell me your little name thing so I can add you.
My name.
Yeah, just a ton of that. I've been grinding the ranked in that, having fun with a whole bunch of different decks. Just recently I made a blue-black mill deck. It's really fun, really annoying. It's great. I love it.
For listeners, what's a mill deck again?
Mill. Sorry, yeah. In Magic the Gathering, mill means it basically the opponent puts cards from their draw pile into their discard pile. And the reason it's called a mill deck is because the strategy is you mill them until their deck runs out. And in Magic, one of the rules is when you can't draw any cards, when you don't have any cards in your draw pile, you lose. So yeah, that's why it's called mill deck. It's really fun. It's great strategy.
I've been needing to actually look into this a lot more. I just haven't.
Play. Don't look. Just play.
Just play. Yeah,
you're
right.
Go in.
You're right. Just play. Play you. Teach me the ropes, senpai.
Yeah. Oh. I know. I'm getting thrashed. I'm doing okay. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
I feel like that's kind of half the fun, with card games. If you don't already know what to do, the best mindset is to be I'm gonna learn by getting my ass kicked. Because trying to learn and be all right, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna win, and then you don't know how to build decks. It's just all right, you just don't win.
Yeah. Dude,
yeah.
It's so Constructed is completely free, right? And Magic actually, so I played it upon release, and I don't quite remember how it was. It was okay. I think it's a lot better now, because every 24 hours so far, every 24 hours you can play, and then you'll get a new deck, or maybe it's 48, I don't remember. But they're as you play more, they give you new decks to experiment with, and so then you get new cards from those decks. And then they have dailies that give you card packs or just straight up cards, and stuff like that. And then you get gold, which you can buy more packs with.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it actually is it's not too bad to grind out for cards. That being said, I've only been playing for a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks now.
Okay.
But oh man, all right. So yeah, and Constructed's completely free. So I've been grinding out the ranked in that. I'm gold something now. And that's fun. But what costs it either costs gems or gold. Gems are kind of the you still get gems. You can get gems without paying real money, but that's kind of their hey, pay real money to get gems. Otherwise, you get a little bit, but you can actually
it's just
pay
a
more
really
to get
slow
a
drip.
lot. Yeah, yeah. But drafts, right? So for anybody who doesn't know, draft is kind of like Friday Night Magic, where you basically have 3 like packs of cards per person, and you have like a table of 8 people. The table in quotes because this is virtual, but and you basically make a deck by opening a pack, picking a card, passing the rest, and you do that until all the cards are gone for all the packs, and then you make a deck out of the cards that you do have. But in Arena, it costs gold, so I have to play ranked because draft is like pretty much the only thing I care about. I fucking love draft; it's so fun. But I mean, I care about constructed a little bit, but anyways. So I'm grinding out the constructed, and in order to play draft, I am awful at draft. I don't know what happened. Like, I remember at the beginning, I was watching a lot of Day 9 play, so I was like, oh, okay, I know what all the cards do and stuff, so I could actually play like a draft game. I have played 2 games of drafts, and I have lost 3-0 or 0-3. Both. 0-3. I am so bad. I do not understand how to like, and I've gotten trashed multiple ways. I've gotten ramped out. I've gotten milled out. I've been aggroed out. It's been awful. But I love it. It's addicting.
Nah, I need to get on. I keep forgetting. I know like one of our other friends in the group is always like, Harrison, get on. Harrison, fucking play, which I did install. So,
dude, they it's been like, I think it's confirmed. They just don't have a date. Maybe I'll look into it more for next week. But I think they're getting a mobile.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know for sure Apple has a mobile or is getting a mobile, and then Android's like being strongly hinted at or something.
Yeah, it's always one or the other. Makes me sad.
You know, it'd be cool if in Arena, I don't know if they have this already. I don't think they do because I've been looking around. But if you got to play like draft with your friends, so like you could fill up a room of like 8 people and play like a draft game, that would be fun.
That'd be fun.
That like wouldn't cost anything because it's just like a custom game, right? With your like friends and stuff. That'd be awesome. I'd love that.
Man.
Oh, and if you play draft, you get to keep the cards that you draft. So it's also a really easy. So even though you're having to pay gold to like play, and it's kind of a lot of gold, but they also give you a lot of chances to get gold. It's always worth it because you're getting. I think a draft deck is like 40 plus cards. I think it's actually like 50, 55 maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're getting all those cards.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not that much. I don't know. It's something around 40 to 50.
Like standard draft is 45.
There you go. All right. I think it's about that. Yeah. Because you also get land, but land, you automatically get land cards.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not a thing.
Yeah, that's how it works in like in-person Magic. You just get 3 booster packs, which are 15 cards each. And then they just have giant pools of mana that you can pull from.
Yeah. So and you get the cards, so it's totally worth because you're getting all those cards and it's great. Really good system. What about you, Luke? What you been up to? Because that's literally all I've done.
Kind of like you. I've actually been playing not a whole lot, but I've been playing Legends of Runeterra.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
not a whole lot. Like it was mainly because they had their new Targon set drop, and they had for I think a week or two they had labs, which are just like a random rotating game mode. And the labs when I was playing, they had I think 6 different pre-made decks with Targon cards that you could play with. So I was doing a lot of that, and I had a lot of fun. And so I just like I do not play Legends of Runeterra a lot. Like I've technically been playing since it officially released, and I think just now I finished my 2nd region like unlock track.
Oh, cool.
So like it's not that much, but so I started on the Targon track. So I'm just like every day I'm playing like just a few games just to make some progress because I really like Targon decks.
What champions are in Targon?
So you have Leona, who I think when you start, I think she's a 3/5. Leona is basically built around the Daybreak mechanic, which the way Targon works, you have like 3 different play styles, or like 3 very unique different play styles.
Okay.
That was redundant. Daybreak is a mechanic where if any card has tag with Daybreak, they do a special effect if they're the first card played.
I did see that.
Each round.
Mm-hmm.
So Leona, I think, is 3/5, and you level her up by activating Daybreak 4 times, and then when she's leveled up, she's 4/6, and anytime you activate Daybreak, she stuns the strongest enemy, or the next strongest enemy.
Sick. Okay.
But Daybreak is cool. It has a very fun, like, aggro ramp up that I really like. Because usually most of the bonuses with Daybreak are this unit gets like +1/+1 or +2/+2.
Okay. Like a buffer deck?
Yeah, buffs. There is one card that it was with the pre-made deck I had. There's one specific Targon Daybreak card where as long as he's on the field, everything is technically Daybreak, and so that's like kind of one of the core units.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And there are just some really fun combos you can play with Daybreak.
Right.
And then on the inverse side, Diana is another champion.
Of course.
I think she's either a 2/2 or a 3/3. Starting out, she has Quick Attack and Challenger. And she levels up when you activate Nightfall 4 times. And Nightfall is an effect that, as long as it's not the first card played, Nightfall comes into effect.
Oh, wild. Okay. That's
So,
really
yeah,
cool.
it's, like,
They're
kind of
playing
the
off the,
opposite.
like, lore
Yeah.
between the two. Yeah.
And
That's
so
great.
you can kind of see it's like an interesting dynamic because with Daybreak, you kind of go for a few really strong units that are like very aggressive.
Mm.
And Nightfall, you kind of, it's like a really slow ramp up
Okay.
because a lot of the cards don't do a whole lot
Mm-hmm.
by themselves, but when you start stacking a bunch of Nightfalls over and over,
Okay.
because there's certain cards where like for every time you've activated Nightfall, I gain +1/+1.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
cool.
it's like a backloaded ramp up.
Yeah.
And then you have Aurelian Soul, who's I think the only other. So I think that's 3.
Okay.
That's kind of ridiculous. Like Aurelian Soul / Dragon decks, because there's like the dragon archetype.
Uh-huh.
They're kind of like those are the true end game. Like when you think of Magic, when you think of green decks, when they have like, oh, it's turn 10, I get to summon my 20/20 now.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what Aurelian Soul is.
Okay. Sick.
Because I think so he's a 10 mana. I guess so Diana's 3 mana, Leona's 4 mana. Aurelian Soul is 10 mana.
Damn.
And he's a 10/10.
Ooh.
And he has an effect like most dragons do, because dragons are a new archetype called Fury, which every time they kill something, they get +1/+1.
oh my gosh.
You level up Aurelian Soul if your board consists of a total of more than 20 damage, and then things just kind of get ridiculous at that point.
Dang.
Because their shtick is Celestial. And with Celestial cards, it's usually, if you've played a Celestial card, you can play this one for bonus effects.
Oh.
So it's like, if you've used a Celestial card this turn, destroy an enemy. Or if you've used a Celestial card, everybody gets +2/+2. The really hilarious thing that I didn't realize until I played against an Aurelian Soul deck in labs is when Aurelian Soul levels up, all Celestial cards cost 0.
Ooh.
And there are like the really big Celestial cards are the crazy like do 15 damage to every enemy,
Oh
or
my
for every
gosh.
time you've played Celestial, I gain +2/+2. And so by the time you actually get Aurelian Soul and or he's leveled up, you kind of already win unless someone else has like a crazy amount of mitigation.
Hey.
But
Heck yeah.
having said all that, I really like Daybreak, but the Daybreak system. everybody's playing Targon decks, which is really funny because I don't have a Targon deck, so I beat everybody because everybody's expecting to play against other Targon decks, and I have this really, really bad Piltover Demacia deck.
They're like expecting all these like
you're expecting to play against
like,
Leonas and Dianas, and I just throw out a Jinx, and they don't know what to do because Jinx is just slamming into their face. It's really fun. I'm having a lot of fun. It's the one thing I really like about Legends of Runeterra is their labs, because that's basically how I do all my PvP, because I'm really bad at card games. I'm really bad at drafting decks. I'm really bad at theory crafting decks. So when they give me like pre-builts, I'm like, okay, like I can figure out what I need to do.
Yeah.
Or right now, the current lab is that you get 3 of each card each turn, and you basically play the card and it just gives you 3 random cards, like completely random.
Oh, cool.
And so I found that really fun because one thing I don't like about card games is the meta is so established for like 95% of the player base, where a lot of card game comes down to RNG, just like, oh, I got my cards, I win. And then if you kind of throw that out the window and like, I'm just getting random cards and I don't know what to do, and it becomes more of the mid game. Like the mid game in card games I really like, because you don't have to care about, oh, my opening was terrible, or I had like an amazing opening and I top decked every card, I win. It removes all of that. And then end game, there kind of is no end game because so many random things are happening.
Wild. That's cool. Yeah, Magic. Basically all I've done to get to golden and ranked is just play their like pre-constructed decks that they like reward you with. It's like, so they're not like bad. It's pretty cool actually to see like what
the kind of interactions they give you.
Yeah, exactly. Like how the cards are meant to, or how they intend for these cards to like be played and interplayed and stuff like that. So that's
cool. That's the fun part. I don't like, oh, everybody's just playing this deck, and like I know exactly what you want to do, I know what you're going to do, and I know what to do against it, just because like for a while when I did play Magic, maybe like a year or two ago, I got back into it because some of my old coworkers are into Magic. It was just boring because you would see the same 4 decks in a row.
Interesting.
So it's like, oh, this guy's playing Blue Mulligan deck, so I don't really, I don't get to play because their whole shtick is not making me play.
I don't know if I've come across that yet.
It's that, because I think a few sets have come out since then.
Sure.
So that's not in the standard rotation anymore.
Right. Yeah.
But I remember because I was with some friends, we were playing Friday night. We were like at Friday Night Magic. And
sorry,
I was just watching him play.
I just meant I hadn't come across like that problem of there only being a few decks. Not that specific deck, just like, there being a meta. There is a meta. I just haven't come across like seeing the same deck 4 or 5 times. But I'm also not in like Mythic or whatever. So
yeah, well, because you played Hearthstone, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like back when everybody plays Warrior, and it's just like, oh, it's the same cards over and over.
Yeah, I agree.
It gets really boring for me.
Yeah. I don't know if I get bored of it, but I do agree that is like, I think Hearthstone had that style very like ingrained in it, where it was like eventually after it got so far into that like season of it or whatever, it became like the 3 decks that people played. If you were trying to get like,
up to like, or what was it?
Yeah, if you wanted to get into like the top tier of ranked.
Yeah, I think it was called Legend. Yeah,
Legend. Yeah, I was like
Legend, 1 through 5.
It's probably a byproduct of just the way I tend to play a lot of games, is that I basically never follow meta, and it gets boring to me because even if I'm not in the like take League for example, we're not in like Grandmaster, Master, and Challenger, but people in those rankings basically dictate what everybody else wants to play. And so like after 6 games of seeing, I don't know, Aurelia top, I'm just bored.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that
you.
where it's just like, it annoys me. And card games, I think, tend to fall into that just because card games don't involve any mechanics. It's just like, what does your deck do? And people want to have the most successful deck.
Yeah.
But that just entails what I've been playing. Super long story short. What have you been up to, Harrison?
Let's see. I've been trying to work on my backlog of everything. So I've been playing more Assassin's Creed Odyssey just because I'm like, oh, the new one comes out in like 2 months. I could just probably grind through the story. Gotten a lot further. I'm like, okay, I like the story so far. So I'm like, all right, you still have me. So I'm like, all right, I would keep playing. Just because it's like, I guess I kind of, for now, I think I just got bored of like Final Fantasy or just like to me, it's like more of a static game in that you just kind of hit your combos and then that's it. But it's not really, to me, as active, right? So, and I don't know if that's just because like I went through it too fast and now I'm like, I got burnt out. Or if it's just like, I just need to get to Heavensward.
What class are you playing now?
Ninja.
Okay, so you are a ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Part of that issue is until you hit more of your class quest, you do just kind of sit in the same rotation.
Yeah, I mean, because I hit level 50, and that's like, it's got like a new combo, but I know like, and the thing, I guess my other thing is like, if I just keep leveling up, do I just have to do, like, is it just more of the same thing? Does it just add on, blah, blah, blah?
I don't know. I think, so I know.
I'm just saying like in general, like for most classes.
Well, so yes and no.
But yeah, it's very
so like everybody has their like core combo, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
But especially once you hit like level 70 in your class and beyond, you have so many tools you basically have to use outside of that, where it does feel a lot different. Like I know, so our editor plays Dragoon,
right?
And so Dragoon's kind of the odd one out. They have a 5-hit combo. Yeah. But outside of the 5-hit combo, I think there's like 5 or 6 other like attacks and spells they have to like throw into the rotation.
Yeah.
And Samurai is kind of, I know it's not ninja, but I think Samurai does the same thing. Samurai does 3 hits, but depending on like the order of their 3, they get 3 new ones that situationally unlock. And so I think it's just a matter of
it's like the jutsu
progressing
too.
Still.
Yeah. So
it's like, I know one of our friends is already in Heavensward and he's having a lot more fun.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about because he told me to get back on. I was like, oh, all right, I probably will eventually. But I also just wanted to play like other stuff.
Yeah, like I don't blame you.
Yeah,
Realm Reborn, even like post Realm Reborn before Heavensward, it's still kind of boring because it's nothing new. It's just like a lot of story exposition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that's just my thing. Like, I think I was just, because to me it was more like, I guess my other thing is it doesn't seem like we're gonna raid as often, and that's, to me, for an MMO, I want to play a game to like get to that point if we could do raids and all that stuff. So I think that's just the other thing, is what, like, to what end am I playing towards? So I guess I probably just need a break, and I'll probably get back on later because I know my girlfriend wants to try it out too.
Oh, cool.
So yeah. So she's down. But of course she has school, so it kind of depends.
Right.
But been playing Assassin's Creed. Played a little more Fall Guys because they had a new update. I think yesterday or this past week.
Yeah, heard about that.
Dude, I'm so glad about that update. I heard it was really good.
It's good. It changes up a lot. It's like, for instance, like, I think the nice part is like everyone's probably gotten to the point where they know how the maps work. They know like the ins and outs. But like, for instance, like Seesaw, you know the layout. You know what people probably have paths to go through. But now like there's a rotation. Yeah, just explain the patch really quick. Essentially, most of the maps got revamped, or now there's like rotations in those maps, so you won't be playing the same map over and over again.
That's
you
awesome.
can be playing different variations of that map.
That's super cool.
Like, for instance, like Slime Climb. You know how at the end there's like balls that go back and forth?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now there's a variation that has like hammers that spin, and it's fucking annoying. Like, just as bad. But I'm like, okay, that's a nice change because it's like, oh, I can easily just do slime climb now. But now it's like, oh, well, there's other, and then like there's a ramp where they shoot balls, the big balls that roll down.
Mm-hmm.
So now there's sometimes pretzel sticks.
Oh, I hate the pretzel
yeah.
sticks.
So it's like you can tell they change it up. It's not like this map has both, but there's like one map that has like one or the other or both changes. So it keeps it refreshing. It's like it's still the same map, of course, but essentially it's like just revamp. Yeah, and like even like the soccer one. Now there's like a little spinning disc in the middle. So you know how people would just wait to the Now there's a spinning disc.
That's good.
Yo,
that's
good. So smart. Oh,
yeah.
That's great.
And then like I think they upped the ratio of like when you could get a football, because I think yesterday I played I got a football. The second ball that dropped was a football. And I was like, wait, isn't this usually at the end? And then my other friend was like, nope, not anymore. I was like, son of a bitch. So it's I this game's so good. I can't wait to play season 2. I want to see the new maps, and it's just great because it's like a fun like chill, quote unquote chill game.
Yeah,
I started winning more too. It was hilarious because like I think there was one night this past week. I think it was like the other guys. We all just played, and I got one win. I think one of the other guys got a win. It's just
nice.
a fun time. It's
Dude,
a fun time.
The devs in this are insane. Like they had a really great concept. They executed it pretty well, and now they're like continuing to like develop for it.
So
it's
great. It's crazy. Did you guys hear how they handled tried to handle cheaters?
Yeah, they made Cheater Island.
Cheater Island.
I'm so glad they did.
So,
no, what is that?
There's a thing apparently they had to do a cheat detection. This is before the Epic thing. Before they're doing the Epic cheat system, but essentially they're trying to tag certain people that were cheaters. So they were aware that people cheating, but the thing is, I guess they're trying to do mess with the detection level and then lower the threshold to like how many people will get detected or what's considered cheating. So initially it wasn't enough people. So people that were cheating, they thought that the game was just frozen or just bugged because they would just be stuck in a loading screen. But that's only because there's just not enough cheaters to go to Cheater Island. So over time, they kept trying to lower the threshold. So then finally, it's Cheater Island's essentially just a queue of cheaters. So like everyone, so all of them would just like dash to like the end or something, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I think they did that with, I want to say Counter-Strike. Like another really big game had effectively the same thing where if you got flagged as a cheater, you'd be just put into a queue with only other cheaters. So it just becomes like this super salty cheat fest.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but so apparently though they actually switched out, and now they're just going to they just ban. I think either ban or just disconnect those accounts because to a point people started noticing more. Because I think I was reading one of their tweets and he was like saying, "Oh yeah, at one point it seemed like one person wasn't a cheater but got into the lobby." Or they somehow just got in and they like just recorded everything and it looked bad. So they're like, oh, we shouldn't do this because they didn't want it to get out. So now, of course, like now that more people notice it, they're like, oh, cheaters could just like figure a way out around it. So they're
right.
Oh,
then it becomes like a battle between hackers and defenses.
Yeah. So they're just like, oh, fuck it, let's just ban these accounts.
Yeah.
So it was just, I just love this game. It's just great. Oh man, we need to play more. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
I remembered another thing we played, actually, now that you mentioned it.
Oh, what?
We were playing Spellbreak maybe like a week ago.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
That's right. How was that?
Ian and I played like 3 or 4 matches?
Yeah, something like that.
I have it installed, but how do you guys like it at all, or should I just uninstall?
Not really.
Okay.
I really like the concept, but I think the concept being I like the like idea of like the gauntlets and the powers combining and the art and stuff. I don't like battle royales that much. Okay. Even though I played like a lot of them, I think I've found that I just don't like them. Or not that I don't like them, but they don't hang. I don't stay attached to them for very long.
Yeah,
kind of drop them.
I don't really like the battle royale system, and it's both like I'm really bad at that, like their specific kind of shooter. just like the projectiles are like so wonky to hit because the enemy, like other player hitboxes are so small. But it's kind of like an Apex where you have like a really, really high level shooting meta, and you also have a really, really high movement meta in Spellbreak. Because like it's not enough that I'm bad at shooting. I'm bad at shooting, and everybody's just like flying around the screen.
Oh, they're able to like just fly around and just like
the movement is pretty wild.
Yeah. There's a lot of mobility, and a lot of the weapons, a lot of the projectiles just feel really slow. So it's not very satisfying.
Something I don't know if I remember. I don't know if I tried to tell you this. I know I talked to Harrison about this, but I don't know if you'd agree with me on this. But when I was playing that, I didn't. The like shooting itself, kind of like you said, it felt wonky. Like when I hit somebody, I didn't feel like I actually hit them, as opposed to like other games where I do. Like in Apex, when you're shooting and you hit somebody, you actually feel like you shot somebody. In Spellbreak, it just kind of it doesn't have that same impact, I guess, and I don't get that same I guess feedback.
Yeah,
I don't get the feedback from it.
I think that's
I think that's a combination of I don't remember there being like a hit marker. I don't remember there being hit markers. I know that their health shows up when you hit them.
There's only a specific sound that plays when you hit them. And that sound does change depending on if they have shield or not.
But there's not like there's usually like in Apex or like Destiny, for instance, like when you shoot someone, you can kind of tell. There's like some like indicator, like they give some sort of feedback.
There's a hit
like
marker.
Some visual.
There's just not a lot of feedback in the game overall. Like even when you win, there's no like celebration screen.
Oh really?
Like when you win, the game just freezes, and then like you won.
Wow.
And that's it.
Yeah, I mean this game did just come out, so maybe it'll get flushed out later. We'll see. I feel like it could get patched out. No problem.
I thought it's been out for a while. I've heard of it for a while.
I think it's been like in closed beta for a while.
Yeah, so you might be thinking of the beta.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it only recently just got like fully released. I think like a couple weeks ago. But oh well.
Yeah,
maybe I'll just uninstall.
It's
yeah, you're right.
Not that
Weird.
enjoyable to play.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame. But
it looked cool. I think I just wanted to try it, but it doesn't sound like I want to as much.
Yeah, because like there are some really cool things to do in the game, but it's just kind of spoiled, in my opinion, by the fact that it's wrapped around a battle royale.
Yeah, I mean, I guess out of the three of us, I'm more okay with battle royales because I'm more competitive in that aspect because I like trying to be number one. So I guess that because I liked that, but I guess I also like gunplay more. So I was just curious about Spellbreak because it looked interesting because it was different, but I wasn't like super like, oh, I need to play this now type of deal.
I would say I get competitive too, but I think for me it's not like long lasting. Like for Battle Royale, you get first place and then it's like, all right,
on to the next one.
Yeah, right. Whereas opposed to like in Magic or League of Legends even or something like that, your rank is like
that's I was gonna say that was the key term was rank system. I don't know if a lot of battle royales have a good rank system yet. I think that's the main thing.
That'd be interesting to see.
I think they were trying to do. They tried to do it with Apex. I could have sworn they had one, but I don't remember. But the amount of like I don't really play it that much anyway. So
right,
yeah, like I'll be competitive, but not when the game itself just doesn't let me be competitive.
Yeah,
like it doesn't. The game does feel, mainly because I consider Apex to be my favorite battle royale. It just feels very sloppy, and so I don't want to take the time to get good at a game I don't enjoy playing.
Oh,
I understand that.
Yeah,
because like when I was playing Destiny, I really liked playing competitive because it was like it was Ian, myself, and another one of our friends. We played comp like a good amount, and that was really fun. But that's because I think Destiny has a pretty well balanced and well designed shooting system, whereas Spellbreak is not.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. It's probably
kind of doo-doo.
it's a really cool like concept though. If they like nailed down more of those like mechanical things, I think it would be pretty popular. But
yeah, but if you're already like competing against like Fortnite, for instance, then it's kind of like it like because people are gonna get on Epic. Most likely,
Right.
if you're gonna choose between, most people would choose between like that and Fortnite, probably at Fortnite.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I
Yeah.
think it's so different
Mhm.
that it wouldn't be like it would be a thing for people who weren't like FPS,
Yeah, but
right? It'd be like a thing for the more like general public kind of thing.
yeah,
Well, maybe not general public. That's not the right term.
I was gonna say I think
it'd
Fortnite's
be
already
like
hit that point too, but
Yeah,
considering how we hear
it would be something different
yeah, no, it's a change of
because
pace.
like all the battle royale games are shooters.
Yeah.
Except for
I-
this one. And this
I
one
will-
is kind of a shooter. It pretty much is a shooter, but it has like unique enough mechanics and systems built into it that it's
it's
very
definitely
different.
probably the most accessible
Mhm.
battle royale
Mm.
because my girlfriend was the one who started playing it first, and he played it on Switch.
Mhm.
And
Oh, it's on
within the
Switch?
first like
Oh, cool.
5 minutes, she was already like, "Yeah, I like this way more than Fortnite."
Oh,
And that's partly because the way they just display all the gear, it's very easy to digest.
yeah,
To
just makes more
digest
sense.
because it's just like this is numerically better than this one.
Mm.
Because
Mhm.
part of it in Fortnite, like, because my girlfriend doesn't really know guns, it's all just gibberish to her. Like I don't know what this gun does.
Yeah,
I don't know why I need it. Whereas like it's just there's common, rare, epic, legendary. For your boots, your gauntlets, your amulets, and your belt. So it's like everything just makes sense because it's just this is just a better version of what you have. There's no like fudging around of this weapon does this. Like you just know.
Yeah,
So-
the weapons are like probably more streamlined because there's less to worry about. Like there's just elements and what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense. Probably will still
So
uninstall.
that is one good thing they have going for them.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I just uninstalled and I'm probably not gonna be playing it again.
Yeah.
Unless like you guys want to again, but it's not a game I would ever want to play just by myself or with like a different group of people. I just don't want to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. The like
Gotcha.
spell combinations are also really cool to like play around with, but once you've like played around with them, it's like, all right. I'm
Like
done.
once you've played around with it, it's fun, and then you realize you don't really ever use them in combat.
Yeah, that's something I was interested, like I was curious about.
Isn't it just fire poison?
We didn't
Like,
play too much, but it didn't seem like a whole lot of people used the like spell combos and stuff that was kind of like the whole draw of it, right? Is that you get to have these two different like elemental gauntlets and combine them and play around with these like unique combo spells that you can
Yeah,
do.
That was like
and
the
But
idea.
a
no one
lot
really
of
does
people are
that.
just it's just like the autos and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Oh well, it's okay. I'll just uninstall.
yeah, but hey, if you're looking for a battle royale and you're looking for something different, maybe give it a shot.
Shot, because better. Anyway, I'm bad.
Mm.
As I try to find a segue into the new topic, but just segueing to the topic, PlayStation. All right, so
PlayStation
cool.
5.
PlayStation 5 just had their conference today, and
Ooh, boy.
God, it was pretty.
A lot of big news today.
It was pretty hype. Like, it just kind of solidified. Yeah, I want a PlayStation 5. Let's be real. I was just gonna go down like the announcements because it's actually not a lot. The wait time was really just the pre-show waiting for
Yeah,
it,
I mean,
which
it
is
was
normal.
basically just the Ubisoft pre-show all over. Or
Yeah,
the Ubisoft showcase all over again,
Yeah.
where both were like 40 minutes. They just had a lot of stuff going on beforehand.
Mhm.
Mhm.
No, not even. This one was just like you just wait and then it started.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
we respect your time enough to not talk about goofy games.
yeah. But
Yeah.
let's see. Going down the announcements. First thing that got announced was Final Fantasy 16. I mean,
It was a good opener.
It was a good opener, definitely. I think it was just it's been rumored for a while, so it was kind of expected. I just didn't think about it until like the show started. I'm like, wait, Square. Wait, hold up. So I forgot. Did both of you get to see the trailer at least, Or Luke, did you have a chance to watch it?
Yeah, I watched the trailer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna watch it a few more times.
Yeah.
To like digest it, but yeah, I saw it.
I think I like how they're going. So I know like the last 15 was like more modern, right? So this one seems more like it's going back to the whole actual fantasy part of it.
Yeah, it's like high fantasy.
High fantasy again. And
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
It hasn't been like that in quite a long time.
No, because
maybe since 9.
Not. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe not. Yeah, 10 was
10
pretty.
10
Yeah,
was pretty high fantasy.
I mean,
I guess we're talking like it feels like there's like knights and like.
I mean, yeah. Technically, if you want to like really think about it, it hasn't been like high fantasy probably since like 5 or 6.
Mm. Yeah, I guess if you're talking about like the medieval, like knights
like
with
true
elves
high
and-
fantasy.
Yeah.
No like crystal powered ships, no crystal powered mechs or guns or anything.
Gotcha.
Like it's going back to its like I agree with Harrison. I'm really excited because I do really like that aesthetic, and I'm not necessarily tired of like whatever you want to call it. They've done steampunk, they've done aetherpunk, biopunk, like they've done all kinds of things, and those are all cool, but I think a return to form is something that a lot of people are excited about.
Yeah.
So I definitely like the tone of it. Seemed really cool. They like captured like a kind of dark medieval kind of feel to it.
Definitely
a vibe.
Definitely dark.
That I was into.
It felt more dark, and I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. I like it.
Mhm.
They showed Ifrit and Shiva too.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually great. I was like, this is cool. I like it. This is great. I understand this stuff. No, it was.
I know these things.
It's funny because like at first I'm like, is this Final? What is this? And then you see like the guys riding in on the chocobos. I'm like, okay, cool. It is Final Fantasy.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I've been reading some comments. People were thinking like it looks like an expansion for 14 at some points, but then it's like no, this is like this looks too different to be just an expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it I think I was reading somewhere. I think our editor mentioned it too. Isn't the story being done by, or is it, what was it, produced by the same dude?
So
yeah,
Yoshi P
that's what it was.
is the producer, I believe, for 16.
Right.
And we were talking about with their editor. There's some caution in that because Yoshi P also, I think, is the acting producer and director for 14, and running an MMO is stressful, I think, no matter what you're doing. But to also tack on a producer role on another mainline Final Fantasy title seems like really scary. But I was thinking about it. I feel like Square Enix, and maybe it's just like the Final Fantasy team as a whole, they tend to announce things early, and it actually doesn't come out for maybe another like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
which kind of sucks for fans, but like as a game dev, that's good because like you drum up hype, everybody gets excited, and you don't have to scramble. Like, all right, we've got 11 months to get this game out.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think they just have a track record of like taking time. Like most time, like they'll show it, but it won't come out till like a few years later, even. Especially
because if we think about it, 14 seems like to be a biannual release because they had Heaven's Word 2015, Stormblood 2017, and then Shadowbringers 2019. If they follow that system, then sometime in 2021 will be another expansion, or at least another expansion announcement. So I could definitely see them focusing on 14, and then once that expansion's taken care of, they really start diving into 16. But I think regardless of that, it's, I think, really exciting. Partly because going back to the Yoshi P, he's kind of this weird, like, really scary guy in like Final Fantasy circles because he's such a big fan that I'm really glad he's on like a primary role on this, because he's been like a very outspoken fan of the franchise as a whole, and so I'm really excited to see what he does with it.
Same, man. Even like just looking at the title card, I'm just looking at stuff like the title card just looks dope.
I love Final Fantasy title cards. They always look. They have that aesthetic
Dude,
that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
The design on those is so good. It's great.
Hype.
I agree.
Hype. Let's see.
What do you guys feel about the PlayStation PC exclusivity? I'm not surprised, but
me neither.
if you guys have anything to say,
I mean,
no.
I mean, I don't mind it. I don't really. Wait, when you say exclusive, you mean like just they're just gonna have PlayStation and then later on be on PC? Is that what you mean? I think that's fine.
Do you think they'll put it on like? I guess they don't really have a Game Pass like that, so never mind. Ignore me.
I don't know because 15's on Game Pass, so I don't know if I guess it could be like an annual, like just a 1 year exclusive or like
which game? Oh, you mean like Xbox Game Pass?
Yeah. So because Final Fantasy 15's on there. I think one other one's on there, or it's like some older. I don't remember. I know for sure 15. So, but it's also kind of weird because Final Fantasy has been kind of like the only ones that were on Xbox were 11, 13, yeah. Yeah, mostly 13 and then 15. I don't think any other ones. Well, I guess like maybe what's that? No, 7 was only
13 2.
Yeah, like the whole
all the 13s.
all the 13, all the 13. But other than that, I don't think they really. I'm not surprised because I don't know how much money they made off those just on Xbox. I feel like a lot of people just ended up getting on PlayStation. So I don't know.
I know at least in Japan, Xbox is basically a dead brand.
Yeah,
they do not sell
because
Xboxes
why would you play that if you had like if PlayStation's there and Nintendo's like why? I don't see why.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of I'm not surprised. I know my brother's like super excited about that sometimes because he's like, oh, if I don't get it right away, maybe I could just get on PC. I'm like, huh, good fucking luck waiting for that.
It takes a while.
It's gonna be a while. It's so funny. I'm like, I was gonna tell him like, bro, you're gonna wait like the console cycle essentially, because that's how long it took for fucking Horizon essentially too. But I don't mind it. What about you guys with the whole PC thing? I don't.
Yeah. I don't particularly care. It'd be nice, but I mean, I don't expect anything to happen. So
yeah.
Like speaking as someone who plans to upgrade my PC, but also plans on buying a PS5, I don't care. I'm gonna be playing the game anyway. So, and I mean, I've never been a huge Xbox fan anyway, so like, I don't care if they get. I don't care if they miss out.
Yeah, it's fine. But today's PlayStation. And you know what's cool next? You know why should you get a PlayStation, Luke?
Tell me why.
I'll tell you why. It's called Spider-Man Miles Morales. They already announced it, but they showed more gameplay today.
Yeah, like a legitimate gameplay title. Oh, that was cool.
Oh my gosh, like it looks so good. I'm like, dude, because it's gonna launch with PS5. So I think it's for both PlayStation 4 and 5, but
yeah, it's supposed to be between the two.
But I want to play it on 5, so I guess we'll see. Cause it just looks so good. I'm ready to play that.
It's more Spider-Man PS4, so I really like Spider-Man PS4. So like, obviously I'm gonna like Miles Morales. So like, this isn't even a discussion for me. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get the game.
Oh yeah.
Because I know you beat it too, right, Harrison?
Yes, I did. So,
and you also have the added context. You probably know more about the Spider-Man universe than either of us.
Somewhat, yeah. But I guess I was just confused because here's where I don't know Miles Morales as much because I was like, wait, he has electrical powers? I'm really confused. Or because I guess I just want to play this game because I don't know if this is like everything they're pulling from comics. Or if it's just like, oh, this is for gameplay, you know?
No, it's comics.
It's comics for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
even in
it shows how much I know.
into the Spider-Verse, they had
he had it in
electric
that too.
powers.
Yeah,
that's kind of like that was his thing.
I just remembered him like being able to go camo and I guess something else, but I just didn't remember electrical. I'm a big comic fan, I swear. But no, that's just hype. I just want to play the game. I'm like, all right, you guys got me already, but please just give me more. As in the game.
Yeah, it looked super cool.
Well, Ian, did you play Spider-Man? I don't remember. Did you?
Nope.
No? You should. Let's see. What was next? Oh, yeah.
Maybe if it comes out on PC.
I mean, if you get
if I get a PS5,
you can play. You can play
have
backwards.
all those backwards.
Yeah.
Or it's not really backwards compatible, is it? They have a select few that you can download.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, we'll touch on that because I think there's more. I was gonna look for info.
Yeah, they talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
But next, I totally forgot about this game. The Harry Potter. Was it Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy?
It's just Hogwarts Legacy.
That was announced in 2018.
I mean, yeah, it's been a while since
was it?
anything has come out.
It wasn't like too much. It was just kind of like I think it was like the title card or just some like.
Yeah, it
teaser.
was like. It was officially confirmed. Like, we're making an RPG Harry Potter, and that's basically all people knew for years.
Yeah. So, I mean, I forgot. Like, I'm trying to remember the games I played. I think I only played. Because we talked about it a little bit before a podcast, but yeah, I remember playing the Quidditch game, and then I only played the Sorcerer's Stone, and no, I think that's it. I don't think I played the other ones after, because they have like the movie games, but I think I played Sorcerer's Stone because it was one of the few games where you kind of play through the story, like the Harry Potter story, but also do other stuff on the side. So I think this game, if you do other stuff on the side, that'd be so cool. Like, just flesh out everything. I think what I'm excited for is that it's not... Actually, I don't know. I don't know if it's just going to be its own thing, or if it's going to lightly touch... Or if it's going to lightly touch the books. But I think the time frame is before.
Yeah, I think they even said like 1800s.
Yep, it says 1800s.
So way before, because I think... Oh man, I want to say the Harry Potter series happened in like maybe early to mid 90s.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, more mid 90s. Yeah,
mid-90s.
Yeah, so completely unrelated, which I think is nice because I'm really excited because I mean, growing up, I was a huge Harry Potter fan, and the fact that they can like they take all the best parts of the Harry Potter franchise, which is the universe. And they just plop you inside, and they can do their own unique story without having to like tie in too much with, like they're not beholden to the story at all.
Yeah,
which I think is really nice.
I think they have some more freedom, which I think it's gonna be super fun.
Yeah, I got like so many questions. I'm really excited to hear more about this.
Yeah,
once they start releasing more stuff.
What do you think would be like the biggest thing to make you excited for it, Ian?
I don't know.
Because I mean, it's like super open-ended because they could do anything basically.
Yeah, if it's like
all we know is that it is an open-world single-player RPG, and so there's a lot they could do.
That's kind of all that I would be. That's what like is exciting.
Put me into that world.
Because the world of Hogwarts was like super cool for pretty much everyone our age. So it's cool to like be able to like kind of get into that like unfettered by some like hard line story.
Yeah.
And have their own like thing.
I'm
curious if they're gonna have like, I mean, they probably have to have some kind of like base storyline to like make a game around.
Oh yeah.
But
they've definitely, even in the trailer, it looks like they have like some spooky evil villain.
Yeah.
So
it'd be cool if you could like play through like, I don't know. They probably won't. It's probably just a year, but it'd be cool if like maybe it was like
all 4
play
years
through all of Hogwarts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
4 years.
All 7 years, bro.
Yeah, 7 years. What books did you read, Harrison?
Oh,
he never passed his owls.
Yeah, that's what it was. Shows how
get,
much.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I was gonna say
you've been
fucking nerd.
Now it's the nerd time. We're rising up.
Nerds rise up.
That's like a Ravenclaw response right there.
What?
That'd be cool if.
What?
God, now I hate both of you. Oh my god.
Wait, why do you hate me?
I'm But no, yeah, or maybe they like go in a direction where they make it a series and you get to like play through each year, and then maybe like all of your choices, because they did say the like keyword choices. Maybe your choices from the first year like will lead you into the next one, like a Mass Effect style thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be pretty sick.
Well, now if we're saying like each year, I think that'd be too long of a series.
Yeah, I'd probably 7-game. Is probably way too
I'd probably
much,
be like burnt out like after 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. If you make like a nice trilogy,
you could make at least a good trilogy, but like, there's so many I think interesting things you could do within 7 years, because at 4 you have your owls, and then at 6 you have your newts.
Yep.
And there's so many like cool things you do. And then like we talked about like, oh, what if they do include a Triwizard tournament? Like, oh, they have, you know, Quidditch World Cup, the House Cup, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of material that they could. From.
But it's like if that's like broken up to a separate game, or if they like
7 sounds ridiculous.
Like it's like, oh, in order to do the owls, I have to go into 4th game, and then to do to go back and do certain parts. I think that'd be kind of weird.
See, it'd be something like this where if they pull it off, a games as a service
would be
I'd
great.
be okay with.
Yeah. But I guess we'll see. I guess we have to see like how it plays out, because right now it's just like a open world RPG. So I guess
that's all we know.
Yeah, that's all we know.
All we got.
Is there anything that would like make you super excited for that, Harrison?
No, it's just like be able to do. I want to see how the gameplay works around the spells, because like they kind of hinted at it, like how they do spell work. So I just want to see like, oh, do you unlock these by doing like, what if you have to take certain classes to get certain things, or like it's because it's RPG, you have to do, you have to get skills, right? So I'm just kind of curious how that whole system works.
Yeah, if you could like, if it's kind of like in terms of like combat and stuff, if it's RPG in the sense that like you kind of have different classes, like maybe if you're like doing a lot of like dark arts classes, you like know a lot of spells, or like if you're taking a lot of potions classes, you can like chuck some potion grenades at people or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
That'd be cool, and of course, just like flesh out Quidditch. I think that'd be cool to bring back, because I remember playing the GameCube game or PS2. Yeah. I don't remember. I remember you said you had it on GameCube. I don't remember which one I had it on.
I played it on GameCube.
Yeah, so that was fun.
That was cool.
Some good shit.
That was cool.
So if they flesh that out, that'd be so fun.
Agreed,
man. But
yeah, I think I just like a really good RPG system in that universe. I think would be super fun. And it's like you talked about Mass Effect, and like having lasting consequences would be really fun, because like from the Harry Potter universe, when you pick a house, you stay in that house.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like you make decisions, then 2 months down the line, your house suddenly like, oh, you lost us like 200 points. We hate you now. Or even like,
like
they actually
affected your relationships. And stuff. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I don't think they would do this, but I think it'd be really cool, because like it's even in the name of legacy. Like you make your character, and they move on to the next year, and then you make another first year, and you can like trace your characters throughout the years. I think that'd be really cool.
Man.
Oh, interesting.
So or like you decide like, oh, I'm gonna be like the Weasleys. I'm just gonna have like 7 children. They just all go to the same same house.
You bring up a really good point. It is
legacy.
Called Legacy.
It is called Legacy.
What if it's like all 7 years within one game, but it's like sped up? Like
it's probably sped up. It's probably sped up.
A few like scenarios. Yeah. I could see that, although that would have to be a really long game, I think, to give each year a lot of like due time.
Right. Yeah.
But that would be ambitious if they did all 7 years in one game.
Yeah.
Legacy makes you think, though. I'm
it does.
Curious what
now that you point that out.
Yeah. The thinking cap is on.
Are they going to do like a game service type thing? Right. Who knows?
All right. One last question for this before we move on. What house are you going to pick? What class are you going to focus the most on?
Oh, dude.
I'm going to hit you with the hard hitter, because I know Ian likes these questions.
hate these questions.
I think everybody expects it. I'm picking Gryffindor. I think I'm like Gryffindor through and through.
Is that what? Is that what you actually got though in the Pottermore thing?
Did you take that?
I took it.
I think I've taken it twice. I'm pretty sure it's Gryffindor. Like
I took it.
I'm pretty solidly Gryffindor in my opinion. I'm not the best example of a Gryffindor, but I think I'm a Gryffindor.
I could see that. Yeah, I definitely see that.
I've taken it multiple times.
So a lot of people are like, I could see you as a Slytherin. I'm like, I hate Slytherin.
That's hilarious.
You're Harry Potter. You made the choice.
Jesus. But
man,
I think I'd pick Charms. Charms, I think, just because like spells would be just fun, and like I think that's the selling point of the whole franchise is like do magic, and Charms is like the quintessential. I'm doing magic.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Gryffindor and Charms. Were you gonna say something earlier, Harrison?
Oh no, I was just asking if you guys took the quiz because I hilariously got Slytherin.
Right,
maybe I should take the quiz now.
Dude, I took it twice. I got Slytherin once and Gryffindor once. I don't remember.
But which one is it?
Yeah, I think I took it first, I got Slytherin, then I took it again like a few years later and I got Gryffindor.
You get to make that choice.
Yeah. I'm the chosen one.
Jesus.
I think I would probably, as I am, pick. I would probably pick Hufflepuff.
For the fuck of it, or
no? Because I really like their like thing. They're the like friendship is magic group.
They're the anime characters.
Yeah, you know. Man, I don't know what like area of study I would do.
I forgot the classes, to be honest, because I'm.
Oh, so do they have like specific classes lined out?
I don't know.
No, I mean like they have like the core ones. You've got potions, charms, transfiguration, herbology, care of magical creatures, defense against the dark arts, the history of magic. And then you get into like there's divination, like runemancy. They have Muggle studies, even though no one takes Muggle studies.
Yeah, I'd probably take.
Would you?
I don't know. I always thought auras were cool, so I'd probably do defense against the dark arts.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like going back, like when you do your owls and your newts, that determines your 7th year, and then like, okay, now you get to pick your profession now.
Yeah, I do remember this now.
Shit. Yeah, be an aura. You don't want to be a Chad professional Quidditch player.
Be the athlete. What about you, Harrison? Do you have a thing?
I was going to do defense against the dark arts for sure.
What would be your house?
Because I've just taken the quiz enough that I'm like, all right, you're right. I'm probably Slytherin. You guys are right. You know,
I could see that. That goes with like your like roguish
charm.
Yeah. As some would say.
I was just gonna say, like in a lot of the games, you always pick like that's kind of like your archetype that you default to.
I do.
Sneaky.
Yeah. So it kind of works out. Yeah. Or transfiguration, that'd be cool too. Hilarious. Actually, that'd just be fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So on one of my accounts, I'm checking. I'm a Ravenclaw, and I'm a moron. So that's not.
I mean. I was just, the reason why I said it, I was like, yeah, you didn't pass your out. Like the fact that you said, I was like, oh, that's the thing you default to. You fucking nerd.
Well, I've reread that entire series probably like 6 times. So like,
yeah, same.
I just know things.
Yeah,
man. Because I've only read that like twice. Up to 6 twice, and then read 7 like once, and I was like, all right.
Me and my sister were like psychos. I remember I was too young, so my mom was reading it to me. But my sister heard from the like our bedroom was like right next to each other. She heard my mom reading it to me.
Oh my god!
And my mom skipped over a word, like in the middle of a book. It was like in the middle of chapters.
Holy
and
shit.
she yelled the word because like my mom skipped it. She's like, "That's not right. It's this." And I was like,
Oh.
"This is bad. I need to fix my kids. I'm gonna stop reading to my child
great.
now."
That's great.
Yeah, it was insane.
But
no, yeah, this
yes,
super cool.
As you can tell, we're all excited about Harry Potter. Let's see.
Who would have guessed?
Don't even get me started.
It made me think of that.
No, please
it made
stop.
me think
Please
of that
stop right
TikTok.
there. Please stop right there. We're done.
We're freaking millennials.
Oh my god! I need to show you some more. It's hilarious.
Please don't. Please don't.
So what was it after? Yeah, another Call of Duty Black Ops campaign gameplay. I was like, all right. Like watching, I was like, that's cool,
dude.
Like,
am I crazy? I was real surprised to see that here.
No, PlayStation's always just like Call of Duty's always just partnered up with PlayStation. So
really,
yeah,
okay.
After 360, after 360, when they realized Xbox One was going down, they're like, "Nah, we jumping ship. We're going to PlayStation."
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. So it was like that and Destiny are like the two shooters I always partner with. So when they showed up, all right, cool. I continued doing work at that point. So I mean, it's Call of Duty. I'm like, it is what it is. Like,
yeah. I have the same feeling about it. It's just like, yeah,
like you guys like
Call
it, cool. I totally play it, but then I just know I just probably sink too much time, so it's fine. We also don't have like enough people to play together, so I like playing with teams on that one. Next thing, it's way cooler. Resident Evil Village.
Yo,
yeah,
it's funny to see like our Discord. Like I think it's one of those like, oh, that's such a cool reveal. I'm like, wait, this was revealed like last time,
right?
but it is still
it is cool.
It's still cool. He's not wrong. I'm like, damn, it's still cool to see.
It's such a good trailer.
Oh man, so
yeah, like the whole like trailer and then like doing the creepy like fairy tale thing, like that was perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
Did you guys ever play the more recent ones, like 7?
I watched.
You watched
7?
Okay.
Yeah. I did both actually. I played and watched 7.
Oh.
I watched someone play the remake of 3.
That too. I watched that. Yeah.
Yes. I'm curious. Yeah.
All were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you guys get this?
Dude, oh my god. In 7, what I didn't play but watched was, I think it was DLC for 7.
Oh yeah.
You get to be
that stuff is weird, man.
Dude, oh my god, it gets wild. You get these like electric shock punchy gloves that just make you invincible at the end of it. It's hilarious. I don't know what's happening, but it's great.
What the fuck?
I want another thing like that in this.
Well, who knows? It could be DLC again on this.
Yeah, right.
We'll see.
I'm curious. Like, I don't know about you guys. How much are you like on the up and up in the Resident Evil like lore and stuff? Because I'm casually a fan of it, and I know sort of what's going on, but I don't know like very strong specifics.
I'm very surface level. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah. Like it kind of confuses me because I just know like Wesker's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Wesker is Xehanort.
Yeah, that's pretty
there, right.
Yeah.
And no matter what, he's just there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know like there's different viruses like types and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot going on. I'm just curious like what time period this is in. Or like at what point in the story this is in.
Because I've only really...
Or is it, like, completely new?
I think it's... No, I think it still kind of touches on it.
Or, sorry, not completely new. Is it, like... Is it a spot previous to, like, the furthest point we're at? Or is it, like, the most recent time of the timeline? If that makes any sense.
Wrong dude to ask. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So, sorry, you're asking, like, is 7, like, really recent story-wise?
No, 8.
Or, sorry, yeah, 8.
Oh,
8,
okay.
I think, is really recent.
Okay, alright, so this might be, like, the newest of the new.
Yeah, like, I think it's, so, yes.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to talk more because it gets, like, spoilery.
Yeah, we get a little spoiler, yeah. But yeah, cool.
No worries. Let's see.
I'm super excited for this. So
Fuck you. Sorry, I lost my spot in the whole. Oh yeah, okay. Next one is they showed new Deathloop gameplay.
Yeah.
It's like I'm at the point I'm super interested in this game, but it's because I've seen so much. I'm like, all right, just give me the fucking game already.
it looks like it just to me it looks cooler and cooler.
Yeah,
like the whole thing where like you can manipulate the people to be in the same place together.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool.
No, I think that's cool. And then like essentially it's like, oh, you can do all that, but you still have like that time limit. Like they show that chick every time. I'm like, oh man, I forget you're a thing. But I remember every time like, oh, she appears. I'm, oh yeah, she's the other fucking person that would kill you. Okay.
Have they said what the time limit is?
No, I don't.
Because they call it death loop. So like, how long?
I don't.
I
don't remember.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm curious too now. Because you have to have enough time to like go through. What was it? How many people? It was like 7, 8.
Yeah.
It's like
8 targets.
Yeah, something like that. Like all of them.
Because he says like, I stop him in the morning so that at night he'll go to this party. And it's like, oh, so do you have like a whole day? What is a whole day in real world time? Like, I'm curious.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, guess we'll see. Because you have to be able to like get to one point to another fast enough.
Right.
It's like, but
yeah,
I'm still pretty interested in this. So I guess because I think it's made by Arcane Studios. So it's the guys that made holy shit, Dishonored, the Dishonored series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those games are great. So
that's what. Yeah, I was like, all right, I already like those. So I'm ready.
What about you, Luke?
Yeah, what about you?
You interested at all in this or nah?
It looks cool, but I think it just looks cool to me. I'm not particularly interested. Like on a surface level, it makes me think, kind of gameplay wise, it makes me think of Dishonored and Dishonored 2.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like it's the first person, you've got your guns and you can like do these crazy moves.
Right.
And I just really couldn't get into Dishonored gameplay wise. So same with like BioShock Infinite. I just didn't really like that gameplay style. So it'll be cool, but it's not on my radar at all.
I got you.
There's that. And then, they announced Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's like
Be Still My
it's
Heart.
Special Edition for, I think, PS5 and Xbox Series X. But then the PC will get the DLC. Get this as DLC. Or whatever's added, it seems like.
Dude, they freaking get Virgil. You get to play as Virgil. That's cool.
Which is like the staple. And like Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition was so awesome. Just because you got to play as Virgil. And it is like the ultimate weeb power fantasy.
Katana.
Wait, because Luke, you already have 5, right?
Yeah.
You beat it, didn't you?
Yeah, I beat it 3 times.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Because there's so many difficulties.
Would you go back?
Right.
Would you go back? Because apparently there's a new like difficulty on it. Let's see. It's called Legendary Dark Knight.
See, like I'm not that good.
Hell yeah.
Like I did Baby's first Devil May Cry. I did normal mode and then I did hard mode. I was like, yeah, this is like I had fun. The others just get too hard.
Okay.
Like you almost have to be a Devil May Cry veteran and like really know, like, so anytime I played Nero, because I played a lot of 4 as well, and I really like Nero's playstyle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have any trouble with Nero. When it's Dante, my brain just turns into like potatoes because playing Dante at like the high difficulties is such an exercise in just how much do you remember every single move of his and how fast can you transition. Because like there's the huge running joke in like the Devil May Cry fan base of like, oh, when you play Dante you just hear Swordmaster, Gunslinger, Royal Guard, Trickster literally for 20 seconds. It's just like sword, trick, sword, guard, sword, trick, gun, sword, and just like that's what you have to do because you have to juggle but when you can pull it off, you feel amazing. And my fingers and my brain cannot think that fast. So I'm not gonna go back and play that hard difficulty.
But would you go back if you get Virgil?
Maybe. Like, Virgil's just so cool to play. I'm not gonna gush too much just because I feel like I'm the only one who played Devil May Cry. The three of us, and it's so ridiculously like cheesy and weeby and bad. I'm not gonna subjugate
Ian,
you guys.
That's gonna change soon.
Wait,
I have it.
I know.
It's
you're
my
gonna get it,
logs.
Ian?
Huh?
You're gonna get it, right?
No, he already.
Oh, I have 5.
No, the special edition.
No, because I already have the regular one.
But on a console.
But money.
Money.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta beg your sugar mommy. Like, please, I want to be cool Devil May Cry man.
Too bad she's spending all that money
like, look,
on plants.
I'm the wacky wahoo pizza
Let's
man.
not talk about that.
We can talk about that.
We don't need to talk about that.
No, we don't.
Nah. Plants are dumb.
You hear that? You hear that? Anyway, what's next? Oh yeah, this is always a weird one. Oddsworld, Soulstorm. It's
a thing.
I know there's people that played it because I know it's an older game, so I know people have played it. Like reading online, there's a fan base, but I have no idea. So I was like, this is cool.
Yeah,
this is cool.
When they like first showed this off, I had no idea what it was,
and even now, still have no idea. But you know what? You guys do.
It's cool.
It's cool.
I mean, it seems like they have like a really rich like story to the game.
Yeah, I'm just really confused by the vibe of it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
What about you, Luke? No idea? Or yeah,
everything about the game just confuses me, so I don't really like want to get into it because I remember like we talked about it when they first announced the new trailer. Someone from the studio is like, "Oh, this is gonna be this like very deep and emotional, personal story," and then the game is like, "You lead these people to get slaughtered." It's just like, wait, what's happening?
It's like coming off as comedic, but then it's like these are people dying, and you're like,
I'm confused.
What am I supposed to be feeling right now?
Yeah,
I had a lot of mood whiplash, so I'm not interested just because like they did not get off on the right foot with me. So I'll probably laugh. I'm sure someone is gonna play it, and I'm gonna watch them just to see. But
but probably won't play it.
The game just looks ridiculous.
Yeah. Same thoughts on that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was a random one. I didn't expect this. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach got announced.
Yeah, I didn't expect that either.
I was very confused. I was like, at first I was like, okay, this is kind of like another spooky game. And then they showed, I think, Freddy Fazbear's at one point. Or like as a silhouette or some sign or some shit. I was like, wait, is this another fucking FNAF? Five Nights at Freddy's? And it was. I was like, all right, cool. I won't be playing this.
FNAF.
I'm sure like fucking Markiplier will play this. We'll see.
Yeah.
Did you ever end up playing them, Harrison? I remember we've talked about it a lot. Like you really liked. I remember like the World of Friday.
I listened to the lore like a shit ton. Like I've listened to what was it? Game Theory.
Game Theory. Yeah. All their like
so interesting.
theory videos on it.
It's so fucking interesting. But I'll never fucking play this game because I'm a little bitch. Yeah.
I'm curious, like, in what style this game is going to be.
Yeah, because it looks like
the games have changed, like in terms of like gameplay, mechanics. They've been not all of them, but they've been different.
It's definitely been changing.
Changed
it's like because this one looks like you get to see the environment more. So I'm like, so you probably have to walk around in this one more often.
Yeah, it looks exploratory. Yeah, for sure.
So, we'll see. I mean. I'll watch someone play, but I won't play it myself. I don't know about you guys. No, yeah.
I haven't played any of them, and I don't plan on it.
Yeah, same. I'm a little bitch. I'll say it one more time. Yeah, it's Luke's favorite on this one. Surprisingly,
I don't want to talk about it.
We'll just skip over.
No.
It's fine.
No.
It does look. So we're talking about Demon Souls.
Demon Souls. They showed a gameplay on that.
Looks great. Like that. Did you guys never played Demon Souls? Did you?
No, I've seen gameplay.
Yeah, I've
of
seen
it,
gameplay.
Okay.
but that's
as well.
about it.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
This one, like, yeah, it looks good, but it looks like you can tell this is a different studio. They do not have the same like aesthetic as or style of aesthetic as From Software.
Because it's Bluepoint and Sony Japan. It looks like.
Yeah, like they made it look really modern. Like especially you could put it up against like Mortal Shell, which is I think is like maybe the newest Souls-like that's come out, and it looks comparable. Like it's got really good lighting. There's like really good particle effects, but it doesn't look kind of like a From Software game. Like I kind of get what you're coming from. It just it looks too clean and realistic.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it.
And especially like when the "you died" comes up, it looks just like red font, just like "you died." There's no like stylistic font choice or anything.
Was that how it was before? Or that's all I was curious about.
It looked, for lack of a better word, it looked shittier. And that's kind of why I liked it.
Yeah, I do miss, like, it's been the same for, or at least I think it's been the same, right? That like font and like style of the words and stuff.
It may have been like tweaked every once in a while, but
I meant for Demon Souls. Did Demon Souls have that? Like it had the signature "you died," right? So did it look the same?
Yeah, it's just like a different. It's not the same one.
Yeah, it's a different font and everything.
Yeah.
So like this is kind of like what we talked about before. Like this is a true definition of a remake, where they basically remade it from the ground up. They just kind of used the, assets and models, but gave it their own updated flair.
Yeah,
they are totally punking people though, or the game is bad, but they have to be punking people because you see like that guy who's like running through in the gameplay. He's just like holding with a shield. It seems like he has no stamina or anything. Like he never gets like stun locked or anything off his shield. Like, and then he gets to the boss, and you're like, oh, okay.
No, it's been a lot of people did mention that. They're like, oh, like a lot of people are like, oh, look, he has endgame gear, or like, oh, this is just like a part of the demo. Like, it's just to like show like some quick animations and all that. It's not like it's probably not the actual thing. I'm like, yeah, that makes.
Yeah. They punking so hard.
Obviously not, because everyone's like, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Like,
well, it's like, especially now that. Sorry, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
That was it. I just thought that was funny.
No, Harrison was.
Oh no, it was just that's not how it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was saying like, because now that you mention it, Ian, where it's like it like you can tell it's a new studio. I can't like. It just looks not what I expected, and so it's just more fuel for the fire for me of like they picked the wrong game to remaster, but bunch of idiots. They could have picked a better game to remaster.
What game, Luke? What?
They should have remade Legend of Dragoon, and I will stand on this hill until the day I die. Legend of Dragoon deserves a remake or sequel or whatever. And what drives me bananas is Shuhei. I don't remember his last name, but he's like
Shuhei Yoshida.
Yeah, Shuhei Yoshida. I don't remember his specific role at Sony, but he's like one of the big boys at Sony. He worked on Legend of Dragoon, and when people ask him about it, he's like, "Yeah, like I really liked that game, and it was really fun to make. I'd really like to do a sequel or a remake. It'd be fun." I'm like, "Why didn't you do it?" And I get mad. That's my soapbox. They should have remade Legend of Dragoon, and I'm mad. I'm a salty little boy.
To answer your question, he's the president of SIE.
There he is.
Yeah, just to answer that quick.
Oh, he's the president?
Yeah, no, he's high up, dude. Like he's.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe he just doesn't get to like choose. No, but if he's the president,
that also means he doesn't get to choose. Like legit,
because they talk.
I guess they have like a board.
You don't get to choose when you're high up.
Back when back when they did that God of War documentary, they talk about like, oh yeah, we showed the demo to Shuhei, and Shuhei was not impressed. Everybody's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I remember that. I was like, ooh. But look at us now. Let's see. So Demon Souls is a thing. But you know what's even better? The Unreal Engine Fortnite gameplay review.
Oh my god.
For like 30 seconds. I was like, all right, cool. Unreal Engine 4. Cool.
Yeah, some Unreal.
That's Unreal.
It's really nice, really pretty. It's Fortnite.
It's the
So
future.
we have like 4 people who play Fortnite in our friend group, so
Yeah.
I'm sure they're excited.
I mean, I don't even think it applies.
Like Unreal just looks amazing, and that's what I'm excited for.
Mhm.
But Fortnite can go shove off.
Shove off, mate.
Let's see. There's that. Oh, and then Ian, this is what you were talking about, the PlayStation Plus collection.
Yeah.
So I think,
which is pretty cool.
I think this is just, I can't tell if this is tacked on to play like PS Plus accounts, or if you have to pay extra. No.
It says it's free at launch
free at
for
launch.
PlayStation Plus members.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Which is going to be really nice.
Yeah. I was watching a lot more people react, and they always touch on this, and I always get confused because I was half paying attention. If it's like this, and it's like almost the equivalent of Game Pass, because I mean that'd be cool. Or if you have to own the game, like you have to buy it off PS4 for you to have access to it on PS5. I can easily just click this. Okay, no, it's just the games.
No, it's no additional cost. You just get it
like that
if you
collection.
download.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
No, that's actually pretty dope then, because it's got like because they did like a really quick reel of like what's available.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of solid games. I love how they
it's like all the big ones.
I love how they put Last of Us, but they don't mention Last of Us 2. Huh. Crazy. Who would have thunk?
Too much controversy.
Yeah. I was like watching the reel.
Feels bad.
I was watching the reel. I was like, they didn't do it. Interesting. Not even Ghost. Oh well. But, alright. And I'm pretty sure the next thing was essentially just like the main topic, but they wanted to make it big. So this is where I'm curious. So now the PS5 and the PS5 digital have official prices because we've been waiting for fuck ever.
Right.
So now the PS5 is with the disc is priced at $500, and the PS5 digital is priced at $400. Are you guys now going to be more likely to get it?
Oh, I'm still.
Yeah,
no,
I was already.
Okay, like I know you guys were going to get it, but how is this going to is this going to boost up like the time frame of when you're going to get it?
Oh.
Knowing that it's 400, because I think 400 is not that bad at all, honestly.
No, yeah. I think that's. Did they mention how big the storage is on digital?
I think it's hold on, I had
that's kind of what I'm curious about.
I don't remember. I think they have specs out there. I just don't remember if I thought the storages were the same, but I might be wrong. I have no idea.
Because I remember back when I think they released specs, they said like a terabyte. I don't know if that's true, but what were you gonna say, Ian?
So yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like it's.
Well, this one's saying 825.
So it's probably the terabyte, and then the rest of the storage is probably utilized for, the system.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. That doesn't make sense actually. 825. Maybe. I have no idea.
But this article might be old. I don't know. No, it's from September 8th.
No, it says 825. A lot of them are just saying 825 SSD. Interesting.
Which is still a ridiculous amount.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's both.
Especially I'm not going to play Call of Duty, and I'm not going to play Red Dead, so I don't need hey, this one game takes 220 gigs.
Right.
So,
yeah.
And even then, I personally like getting physical anyway.
So are you going to get the $500 one? $500 one?
Debating it, because I don't like the way it looks.
I don't like
the weird, I don't like the little bulge.
I don't like it either. I don't like the look at all.
Oh, it bothers you that? Wow. Okay.
Okay, no,
yeah,
it's like,
I mean, so, like, because it's not symmetrical.
yeah, I was gonna say that too.
That really annoys me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
See, I love asymmetry.
No.
Like, I like asymmetry, but on certain things, they just like I can like asymmetrical designs in terms of like style or pattern, but when the physical thing is not symmetric, especially because PlayStation itself has always usually been a symmetrical console.
Yeah.
And so now that it isn't, it throws me off.
Yeah, because it looks like it's supposed to be symmetric.
Yeah, it looks like they just tacked on a block so you can put it in a disc.
That's what it looks
like.
like.
I can see why you don't like that.
It's like, yeah, I'm getting digital. Like, I was gonna get digital anyway.
I'm just getting digital because it's cheap.
I was gonna say
Probably.
just because it's cheaper anyway, but
yeah.
I'll
Papa's
probably
got
buy
a budget.
digital, but I'll just be sad because I do like buying physical a lot. Although there's really
Agreed.
no point because they never include manuals anymore.
Dude, oh my god, speaking of that, I've been doing like a lot of cleaning out and stuff. I found like all these old like N64 manuals, these old GameCube manuals. I was just like, I'm saving all of these. You cannot throw them away from me.
Good.
I gotta start doing that. I gotta start moving soon.
Man,
Ugh, gross.
It's gonna be a pain.
But yeah,
it comes 500, 400 releases for US November 12th.
That
2 days.
to me seems way earlier than I was expecting.
And also 2 days.
I thought
I mean,
December.
they announced Valhalla like on the 10th or something.
Yeah.
So it's like I probably should have expected like a November.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so used to doing a December release, but I bet they're trying to bank on Black Friday.
This
sales.
hits.
Oh, you're right.
Because it's like a few weeks before, so it totally can.
Yeah, and then like by the time it is Christmas, they probably have a second wave of production out. So
yeah,
they basically get 2 sales,
man,
in the first 2 months.
Crazy. Yeah, man. And then pre-orders come out or starts tomorrow or early tonight. I don't remember, but
yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah,
this thing's gonna be hard to get.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I feel like so. Are you guys gonna try and get it?
I want to
on
see.
release?
I don't think so, but I want to see if I could. Like just to tickle my
I'll probably
fancy.
wait till maybe closer to. I'll probably wait till somewhere next year.
Yeah, like I'm thinking I might wait till Christmas to see if they have better bundles.
Oh,
maybe.
But
bundles.
like depending on the bundle, I might buy early.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I have a feeling if I don't get it soon, like soon after it's released, it might be pretty hard to find for a while.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of depends.
Especially like they're gonna have. Maybe this gets into like speculation / fanboy attacking, but like they have such a good window because, did Series X ever give their official release date yet?
No, yeah, they did. It's November 10th.
Okay,
I just don't know.
so
about
they have
pre-orders.
that, but I feel like PS5 is just gonna have a better catalog, mainly because they're not gonna have Halo, and that's I think such a. I don't think the loss of Halo can be understated as like that's gonna hurt sales like a noticeable amount, whereas PlayStation 5 is coming out swinging.
Yeah, and I mean that's where a lot of speculation has come to that. But I think also just Microsoft just is not focused on console sales as much. It doesn't seem like it anymore. And I don't know if that's just like their way of like
Game Pass.
Yeah, I think now they know like they're like, oh, we can actually make money off Game Pass more so. So, and I think that's why like you can tell like they have like a lower spec but cheaper Xbox Series X. I'm pretty sure that's what they're banking on people just getting that because like 1 is cheaper and 2 people just get Game Pass for that and it'll run it just fine.
Yeah,
like I've just learned over the years, like even just at work, just hearing people talk about it, like, they, unlike me, and I probably like you guys too, but I want like the top of the line stuff because if it's gonna last me for like the console cycle, I want to get like the best one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's my idea. But I've learned that a lot of people actually don't care enough. They just want to be able to play just play new games. That's it. Like,
oh yeah, that's all I care about.
Yeah. So
I don't care
play
about
the
getting
new
the
game.
best PS5 5
So
or
yeah,
whatever.
so it's
I
really
just
just
want
like
one
me.
that
It's like,
works.
if I were to pick the 2 Xboxes, I would spend more money on the X.
Mhm. See, I was also gonna say, it also like the window when I buy it also really depends on if/when I replace my computer.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
if I do want like a 3080 or a
Dude.
3090, it's like I probably should get a PS5 right now.
Bro, 3080 pre-orders are tomorrow as well. You determine by
Yeah.
seeing which one you can get first.
Just like, all right, just throw money at them,
Yeah.
see who comes to me first.
But no, I think the prices are honestly really good. I was always like, everyone was so worried about it being super priced.
Yeah, like
$600
I don't think
bucks.
we're gonna see a lot of outrage until they start breaking 600.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because like $499, I think is fair.
it's fair. No, I think it's fair for
like,
a new gen.
Especially now, so there's so much more context. Like, one, we all have jobs, so we can kind of see like, yeah, 500
Well-
isn't like,
Oh, you mean locally? Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, there's a lot of people right now that don't
like,
have jobs.
I was comparing like it's like to when we were kids.
Yeah,
And,
like in terms
it's
of
Oh, I
$500. That's impossible money.
Right.
that's
yeah.
how
Like,
many
We're
how much
we're
Christmas
adults
money.
and like okay, like we can put in context what $500
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say something I completely blanked. What was I talking about?
I'm
Getting the
between PC and PS5
Well, it's because like
yeah.
or
because it's also because the PS3 wasn't that also 500 when it first
no
came
600.
out? Six. Okay.
think it was
alright.
600.
It was.
Dude, I know this because I remember
I
I
remember you. 'cause
I
you
got
bought
it and I was oh man.
It was 600.
Oh, I
Wow, I
remember
don't
it.
remember that.
but like so
That's wild.
it's 500 and like we have context now like as adults like okay 500 is like it's not impossible money, but also like if you just look at the specs, $500 is a really good deal for a machine with that kind of power.
Oh no, yeah, 100%.
So like
It's still a
yeah,
solid price.
like 500 I think is completely fair.
Yeah, like I know,
Yeah,
like when
agreed.
Xbox announced that price, everyone's like, actually, that's not that bad because we were
Yeah.
expecting worse.
Well, it's especially for people really into PCs, like, oh, the 3080 is $800. They don't even blink an eye. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting it.
yeah,
it's
and
like-
I'm like,
That is one component. And you're like, yeah, I know, I need it. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, if you compare building a PC is like a gaming system versus like a PlayStation, the PlayStation gonna be so much cheaper.
yeah,
And so
Yeah.
much
no,
And especially
better
like
for you.
putting into context with the 3090, because that was what 1400.
mm-hmm,
That's
something like
that's
that.
like 3
1200.
PS5s.
Yeah,
So she's like, yeah, it's like, is it worth it? Like, not really.
no, but we
But
know
some
you
people,
people
like-
want it.
Yeah.
People want it.
I mean, I briefly considered a 3090 just because like I have a job now, but
No,
like
dude.
I would be so happy just with a 3070. Like
No.
I would be over the moon
yeah,
with something that could handle a 3070. So
I
not even worried.
yeah,
To me, it's like, now don't get me wrong. Like, if you're making the kind of money where, like, that's like PC gaming and like building PC, like that's your interest, I totally get it that you'd want like the coolest shit to show off. But in terms of like a consumer mindset,
no, not even.
it's like not even worth to ever get
Like,
like the most
What?
the most like top of the line. Like, it's better to get like the cheaper like 3 steps down, because even then the top of the line is going to get passed out at about the same rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it just gives you more money to like build up your other components.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And like what in the world would you legitimately need a 3090 for? Like
No.
Right.
you would have to be doing like 64-inch 4K VR to use a 3090.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like it's just unnecessary. Especially like I mean the games we play don't need 3090s.
Nope.
So
It's
just like
I'm telling you, like that's more for like businesses like to use. Like it's more it's not for I don't think it's more it's not more I can't talk. It's not for it's more for commercial and not consumer. Thank you.
Mm.
That was the word. I was like, come on,
Yeah.
just say it. But I think that's just the big thing. So there's
but yeah, it's just like putting it into context like yeah, 500 isn't a ridiculous number.
No, yeah. And like 400 for digitals,
Yeah,
that's great. To me, that's like,
completely
oh, yeah, I
Oh.
can actually afford a console now.
Yes. 100%. And yes, to confirm,
completely
$600 for PS3.
which is bananas
That's
money.
Oh my
ridiculous.
god! I remember my parents were like, because they were like interested too, but they were also really upset afterwards. They're like, it was $600. Then
Wait,
It's like-
what was the? You said the PS3 was 600.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What was that comparable to the other? The PS3 is like the Xbox One.
Xbox 360.
PS3 is tech. Oh, right, you're right,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yep.
Which is comparable to.
The 360 was
Wii?
like
Did we? Yes.
Are they about
God.
It
all
was-
the same timeline?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
yes, they're all within that generation.
That's why like PS3 lost that generation because of
Yeah, because 360 was
Price.
300.
Yep.
And the Wii was like what 200,
200,
maybe.
I think.
Yeah,
So
the
it's
Wii
like-
was 250.
250.
Yeah. So the PS3 was just bananas.
Yeah.
And that was also that weird time period where like they're really pushing for Blu-ray. So a lot
Yeah.
of people just weren't happy anyway. Like, oh, we messed up. And then Xbox had their heyday of
For like
Halo
2
3
years.
and Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And then PS4 came out and Sony was like, hey, look, we do video games again.
We fixed it.
PS4, we love video games. We promise. Man.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
but the last hype
Did-
thing, I forgot just
They,
before
they had to save it for the end.
had to save
Dude.
it. It was really quick. Just no fucking
Just a little like just wiggling the treat above your nose, but
like
not letting
it's
you
like
taste
the
it.
it's like the side boob.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Disgusting.
Absolutely. But not the game.
More of a
God of
butt
War
man
Ragnarok
myself.
is fucking hype. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Man,
right.
2021 is bananas to me.
Dude, that year.
What do you mean? Like that soon is kind of like,
Yeah,
whoa,
that
really?
sounds like
No.
I'm so excited if it's
Mhm.
2021. Which I mean,
I think
obviously they
I
announced
think it's
2021.
holiday. I'm assuming holiday 2021.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be like the end of the
Because
year.
it sounded like
sure.
they started
Maybe.
a little bit after God of War.
Because I think God of War on PS4 didn't that release April?
See, yeah, no 2018.
Yeah,
but
420 released on 420.
that's what it was. I remember now.
So
420.
like, they watch them go for the double 420
All-
number 2.
All the stoners just stay home,
But-
order the game, and then
Man,
have a blast.
2021 just like I'm so excited because I really liked God of War. Like,
Yeah,
it was
same.
really good.
I mean, it was right. It was game of the year.
It
right?
was game of the
For-
year.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was that year.
Yeah.
Game of the year. Perfect. Fucking great.
And like
Dude.
if you just give me more of it, I'm like, yeah, man.
Dude.
Mhm.
No, and then we already thought it looked great. So imagine this on fucking
Yes.
PS5.
Oh, dude, you can
Yes.
see like every single sweat follicle coming out of his freaking pores.
Like-
It's gonna be insane.
my gosh.
And especially like, I mean, with the tone they're going for, like Ragnarok, they can have some crazy effects go off on screen.
Oh man.
God,
just everything they've set up story wise, I'm like, I'm ready. I am
That
ready
ending?
to see some
That-
crazy stuff happen.
That fucking ending. Is that I'm just ready to see like is this gonna happen right away? Or is this just kinda like, oh I don't know. I'm just curious because if it starts off with
Dude.
that means the game's just gonna go fucking off.
I just had a horrifying thought
Hmm.
where, because when Last of Us 2 came out, Cory Barlog was like, I really like the story
Oh
in
no.
Last of Us 2. And I'm like, wait. Because Harrison's like, what if the end of God of War happens early? And I'm like, what if it does happen early?
Oh wait.
And
Oh,
what if
no.
something bad happens?
Oh no.
wait, I'm not ready for this.
And that's the cause of Ragnarok.
damn.
Damn.
Ooh-wee.
Oh man. Ragnarok's actually gonna happen when that happens.
Mm.
Man.
But dude, they were really smart in this. They started off with probably their most like famous franchise, Final Fantasy, and then they ended with the game of the year, like Second Coming.
Yep, the up and coming, the two-time.
Oh man.
Like this was really smart, really well done.
So this time, Ian, are you going to play on the hardest difficulty? Now that you know.
You know what? Maybe not the hardest, but I'll
No,
take it up a step higher.
Oh. Wait.
I think, because didn't I go down to like two times? Because wasn't there
I think there was only
easy, normal, hard, something else, and then like God mode?
you only get the highest one after you beat the game.
Oh, so I wasn't even on the highest one?
I don't think
Or was I because I was playing on your PS5?
Oh, shoot,
PS4?
you're right. Did you play it on mine at the hardest?
I don't remember. It's been so long. But no. Yeah, no.
Okay, no, yeah, it's give me
at least not the first time through.
It was give me a story, give me a balanced experience, give me a challenge, and give me God of War.
Oh, so there were only 4.
There were only 4. And I think Give Me God of War was only after you beat the game. I think it's been a while too. I don't remember. Because I don't remember seeing 3. But, or maybe it did have. I don't remember. I don't know. But
regardless, I'm not that good. So I'm going to play.
No, you know what you're going to
probably
you're going to do? We're going to do a let's play of God of War before it comes out.
You hear that, streamers? Marketing.
Easy
game. I mean, honestly, yeah, that's a good idea. Even just for myself to like get hyped for
just to
Ragnarok.
get hyped, yeah, just play the game
for anyone, really, yeah.
Because I want to do that, play the game, and then jump into it. Because I'll probably buy that first day now.
Oh no, you're right. Because then now that I have played the first one, now I can play the first one on the hardest to get ready for your
easy,
big
dude.
brain Harrison.
Easy.
Smart
Easy.
boy. He's a smart lad.
But that's it, boys. That's all I got. That's the entire showcase.
Yeah, that's it.
What was the hypest thing for you boys?
Ooh, hypest is probably God of War.
Yeah. Okay.
Same.
What
Ragnarok.
What are any of these games going to be a reason for you to buy a PS5? Or
100% all these games are.
All these? Luke?
Final Fantasy. I mean, I was already gonna get one for Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
So like everything they're announcing is just like an extra like cherry on top.
Yeah. I actually do think all these, except for maybe Oddsworld, unless you're just speaking like in a general public sense, all of them, unless there's like super fans of Oddsworld, I think all of these would be like, I could see someone being like, I'm getting this for this game.
Yeah.
Because all these are pretty big hitters.
Because there was the other games that got announced too. Like I know another one I'd be hyped for is more Ratchet and Clank. I totally get that for this.
Right.
Or I totally get a PS5 for that too. It's just this conference just kind of solidified, I'm gonna get a PS5. Like there's no doubt. Like I'm not getting Xbox.
What about like I don't know, we always do this. What about like a top 2 or top 3? Luke was already on it. He said Final Fantasy for 1.
I feel like I obviously God of War. Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, pretty much. Pretty much the same.
Yeah, like God of War I'm most hyped for because like I know God of War. Like I played the previous one, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy, I love the franchise as a whole, and I'm sure it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like Harry Potter, I think would be up there, but it's like there's still so many questions I have that I'm not gonna call it like this is the one just because like it could end up being garbage.
But it definitely piqued my
Yeah.
interest for sure with that one.
Oh, for sure.
I was very surprised.
I think I'm the same. It's Final Fantasy, God of War, and the third one is like a toss-up.
Yeah. So excited. Gonna pre-orders tomorrow. Easy.
100%. Refreshing the page.
Just man, you guys will probably laugh so fucking hard when I'm like, guys, I think I just got it.
Oh my god.
I made a mistake.
Nah,
what money?
That's the dream.
And we'll see.
Dude, you're done with school. What are you paying for?
You're right though. You're right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. That was just pretty much just us rambling, but I always appreciate it. It's going down the list, but it's always hype. It's just fun to like. It's a new console generation. It's exciting.
Everybody excited.
Everyone excited.
Everybody get in here.
Everybody get in here.
But yeah, thanks again for listening. You guys can tweet us any topic suggestions or questions at SuperBossPod, or even email us at superbossfeedback@gmail.com. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, any others. No, that's pretty much all the socials. But yeah, please let us know how we're doing, and thanks again for tuning in.
Yep. We'll talk at you again.
Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.